Because when I think of femininity, I think of someone who is mature, elegant, sure of herself, healthy, and just full of joy and warmth and light. That nurturing spirit I've been talking about now for years. And that's what I love about this kind of abstract description of femininity, because it can include any woman. Whether you are 15 or 50, whether you're a mother of 5 or you're a dog mom, you're in college, you live in America, you live elsewhere, it doesn't matter. It's applicable to all women. Alright, hello my beautiful sisters. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and I run the blog called Mrs. Midwest. Today we are going to be talking about how we can become that feminine girl. There's a saying going around right now on the internet about being that girl. Like that girl over there. I want to be that girl. And what does that mean? Well, it means the girl who's basically got her life together. She is usually a fan of early morning wakings, healthy morning routine, lots of smoothies, sometimes some yoga or Pilates, enjoying the sun, staying in her own lane, looking her best, feeling her best, etc. And I thought it would be fun to do a feminine twist on this topic and discuss how we can become that feminine girl, the girl that someone could just look at and just know that she exudes femininity. She is confident and she has those qualities of that girl as well, living her best, healthy, and productive life. Of course, no one has it all together, you're myself included, but we are on the level up side of YouTube where we like to talk about how we can improve, how we can become more productive, and how we can become more feminine. So why not indulge in a little brainstorming today to figure out how we can level up a little bit and become that feminine girl. We're not talking about how to be childish, how to be a little girl, how to wear pink tutus. We're talking about how to step fully into your femininity as a woman. And this, as you know, is one of my favorite topics on my channel. I have a ton of videos about this because when I think of femininity, I think of someone who is mature, elegant, sure of herself, healthy, and just full of joy and warmth and light. That nurturing spirit I've been talking about now for years. And that's what I love about this kind of abstract description of femininity, because it can include any woman. Whether you are 15 or 50, whether you're a mother of 5 or you're a dog mom, you're in college, you live in America, you live elsewhere, it doesn't matter. It's applicable to all women. So the first area I would recommend to kind of sort out if you want to be that feminine girl would be living into your natural beauty. You know that I like makeup, you know that I like to do my hair, and you know that I like to dress up nicely. So when I say natural beauty, I'm not talking about a no makeup look. I'm not talking about throwing away your curling iron or never getting a blowout, but what I am saying is that that feminine girl is going to be someone who lives into her natural beauty. This would be things like embracing your natural beauty and celebrating the things about you, your skin, your hair texture that just fit you and suit you rather than trying to totally transform into somebody else. I think there can be this extreme version of feminine beauty, and you see it a lot on YouTube, really excessive use of makeup and hair, kind of in an impractical way for day-to-day living. And I think it can kind of scare people off from exploring makeup or exploring their hair because it seems so extreme. But you can, I think, enhance your natural beauty and celebrate the beautiful things about you without totally going overboard and transplanting someone else's face onto your body. This includes figuring out what colors look best on you, trying to dress in a way that enhances your beauty so you're not totally blending into the background like no one notices you, but you're also not like, look at me, like everywhere you go. There's a nice elegant balance there, and I think that's a way to celebrate your natural beauty. Putting on just a little bit of makeup. Don't leave the house without the lip gloss or the lipstick. Just putting on those extra touches like an earring, or making sure your nails are clean, your jewelry is clean. All of those things contribute to celebrating your natural beauty, because you could be the most beautiful woman in the world, but if you are extremely unkempt and you have chipped nails and you're wearing colors that aren't flattering or clothes that aren't flattering and you just kind of look a little off, it's going to take away from that feminine look that we're going for. And honestly, what better way to enhance your natural beauty than by wearing flattering, elegant materials? And as you can see, I'm wearing a very luxurious and beautiful piece right now, which I think is enhancing my natural beauty, which does bring me to the exciting news that today's video is sponsored by a wonderful company that I've been looking forward to working with for a while, and that is Lilly Silk. Yes, I am partnering with Lilly Silk for today's video. I have one of their gorgeous blouses on, and I actually don't want to spill too many secrets, but I'm wearing one of their new products, one of their bras as well, a lounge bra. They have outfitted us with pillowcases, but even if they hadn't reached out, I would have reached out to Lilly Silk because I am obsessed with their silk. It is mulberry silk. So as long as this channel has been alive, I've recommended silk pillowcases for your hair. I recently had a video about how to grow your hair long. I've made blog posts talking about silk pillowcases, and I actually received a Lilly Silk pillowcase for my husband for Christmas. So I am a huge fan of this brand. Aside from just being totally luxurious and elegant, Lilly Silk is also committed to being zero waste. They use their smaller fabric remains to make accessories such as silk eye masks and scrunchies, and they also work with TerraCycle to commit to zero waste production. And something I didn't know before partnering with Lilly Silk is that not all silk is created equal. Lilly Silk only uses 100% natural premium materials like mulberry silk and Mongolian cashmere, and they go to great lengths to keep their products clean and toxin-free. I am wearing a silk blouse. You can see it totally just gives off that luxurious, that girl kind of vibe. I think it has such an expensive look, and they also have other investment pieces available. I'm also wearing one of their bras. So they have loungewear, sleepwear, pajamas, bedding sets, and they have a large range of colors and sizes available. I'm currently wearing a large blouse. Now onto the pillowcases. So Lilly Silk has created a new pillowcase, the Lily Herb. I loved the packaging of the Lily Herb, which felt so special and would be perfect for Mother's Day, birthdays, or anniversary gifts. It's portable, perfect for storage, traveling, and overnight hotel stays. The packaging does not contain non-degradable components like plastic and is more environmentally friendly. And the best part is that the Lily Herb is 27 mom, which is thicker than typical 19 mom silk pillowcases, while also remaining affordable. It contains natural herbal ingredients which cause a calming effect for sleep aid, and also has a naturally occurring antibacterial agent and is easy to store. I also personally just love wearing silk and sleeping on silk because it's a natural mold and fungal repellent, and also does not attract dust mites, and your girl likes being clean. But even beyond the pillowcases, even beyond anything, I was a little bit skeptical about wearing a Lilly Silk bra because I am very particular with what type of bras I wear, and I could not sing the praises of this bra enough. It is so comfortable, smoother than anything I've ever worn, and just honestly smooths out the body, but also provides really great support. Even while I'm lounging, I like to have support, but the benefit of silk loungewear is that it's extremely breathable, as well as being a natural temperature regulator. I particularly, as I've been saying, love this silk blouse for how flattering it is. It drapes extremely elegantly, but I'm also, as you know, such a fan of the pillowcases. I got a lovely bra that I cannot stop wearing and as well as a Lilly Silk scarf. You can see the lilies on the actual fabric. They come in all different sizes, all different colors. We have a king size bed, so these are king size pillowcases. I did get this blouse in a large. I probably could have sized down to a medium if I wanted a more fitted look, but regardless, your girl has been living her best life in all of this silk. These are just some of the most lovely investment pieces that I now own, and I'm definitely looking forward to collecting more Lilly Silk in the future. So please check out the description box for the promotion available, and let's dive back into the video. Appearance wise, a really easy way to come off as a little bit more feminine is by wearing more obviously feminine pieces. And so that is another reason why I felt like silk was a great partner for this video, but in all seriousness, feminine materials, feminine patterns and colors, and feminine styles of clothing like dresses and skirts and clothing that does show off your womanly shape, all of this is going to help you stand out as that feminine girl, because it's so easy to identify you as a woman, and not just a woman, but a woman who is comfortable and confident in her body, confident enough to wear something that's, again, not tacky, like, look at me, I want all the attention in the world, but a piece that makes you look beautiful and signals to the world, I'm a feminine woman and I'm comfortable with that. Hear me roar. And we're all gonna have days where we want to wear that hoodie and maybe just do our makeup and call it a day. I have those days too. But if you want to come across as feminine with putting in kind of like not that much effort, the clothing you wear has a major influence on how you come across. Getting comfortable even just with wearing extra accessories, jewelry, maybe a high heel instead of a flat. There are so many feminine style options out there, and there is this influence, major influence, of androgynous clothing that we've seen for the last almost 15 years, and yes, I think it's getting a little old. But there's also way more feminine styles out there than even when I started this channel, and you can use other things like accessories and material and colors to give that feminine look. My kind of rule of thumb with feminine dressing is that if I'm going to wear feminine shapes, I'll be a little more adventurous with masculine colors. So if I'm going to wear a lot of dark colors, I like to wear it in a more feminine shape, so like a black dress, versus when I'm wearing something a little more casual or masculine in shape, I try to make those in more light neutrals or feminine colors so that I can still kind of give off that feminine vibe without always wearing dresses. And so a great example of this is I wanted really practical rain boots because Michigan this time of year is disgusting. Everything is melting. It's awful. So I got white rain boots. I didn't want like dark brown or black or even forest green muck boots. Why not white or light beige, something lighter and feminine, so I can still have this really practical item, but it will still give off that feminine vibe, which I personally love. And this can apply to anything. You can wear workout clothes or a hoodie or jeans, and if you're wearing it in light feminine colors, it's going to look extremely feminine. So when I say wear overtly feminine pieces, I'm not saying wear a floral dress every single day with high heels for the rest of your life. No, you can totally branch out, but if your goal is to look overtly feminine, play around with it. Play around with the fabrics, play around with the colors. I'm not wearing pink right now, and this is an extremely form-fitting blouse, but I think it is definitely enhancing my feminine beauty right now, just out of the pure silkiness and luxurious material. So think outside the box, and don't forget, jewelry is your best friend, accessories are your best friend if you're feeling particularly lazy with your clothing, but you still want to look like that feminine girl. A pearl, a stud, your rings, your bracelets, your shoes, all of that is there to help you communicate that feminine vibe. And now my next tip, we are going to go a little bit deeper into the concept of our character. And that's what I kind of like about the trope of that girl, because it's not just about how she looks. It's not a trope where, oh, she just is really skinny and she eats green smoothies. It's about a girl who wakes up early and works out and makes healthy choices and is very aware of her productivity. And likewise, I think with femininity, there's a character aspect to this. You can't just put on a dress and be a feminine woman. There's an elegance, there's a warmth, and there's like a nurturing spirit that must coincide with that feminine look. And so to be that feminine girl, I think it is so important to be nurturing to yourself and others so that you can have that extremely warm presence when you're around others. And the thing I love about the concept of having a warm presence is, just like femininity, it's something that's not specific to a certain age group, even a certain personality type. You can be an introvert and be a warm person. You can be an extrovert, a social butterfly, and be a warm person. You can have whatever hobbies or interests in the world and still be a warm person. And as you're working on your femininity, the warmth within you is going to be your biggest asset. And you can't have warmth if you don't try to nurture that warmth. And so I cannot say how you can do that for you. I can only give you examples from my own life, my own personal experience. And so the way I nurture warmth in my in my personality, in my character, in my life, is first of all through my spiritual life. You guys know that I'm a Christian, that I love and serve the Lord Jesus. And the way I nurture the warmth in my life is by spending time in the Word of God, spending time in prayer, repenting, praising the Lord, praying about the things that are on my mind. All of that is how I stay connected to the Lord, because I believe that the warmth within me, the peace, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, all of that, fruits of the Spirit, I think that those in my life come from the Lord. And so that is how I nurture the warmth. But there are also other ways. I am a believer in making sure that you are doing everything you can to manage the stress in your life. I do that through my faith, but I also do it by nurturing my routines, by following content online that has a general warmth to it. If I'm going to watch a show, I want to watch something that's kind of uplifting to my life, and I actively avoid things that cut down that warmth, that make me feel like a scared, angry, bitter woman. And examples of that would be the news. I don't stay totally uninformed because I like to pray about world events and for all of you, as we are an international community, but I also try not to dive so deep into things like the news or current events that I feel despair and it sucks all the warmth out of me. Because I am a mother, I am a wife. It is my duty first and foremost to be there, to be that warmth for my family, and I protect that by protecting my heart from too much news, too much current affairs, and then also just too much negativity online. I protect my space, and I make sure I do stuff every single day to just bring warmth, whether that is listening to funny podcasts or watching silly videos online, connecting with friends, reading books, taking time to do my hair and makeup. These little self-care items sprinkled throughout the day have a major impact on my ability to feel warm and in touch with my nurturing femininity. So devotions, time on the phone with friends, getting out in the sun, all of this stuff, I know it all seems so random, all of these things I'm saying, but they're connected by the fact that to me, they bring warmth into my life and help me have that warm character because I'm praying, I'm doing my devotions, I'm connecting with the people I love. It all contributes to my cup of warmth. And so that is going to look different for you and your life. And so a great piece of advice I have for you today to be that feminine girl is to write down the things that bring warmth to your character and your life. For most of us, that's going to include things with our relationships, our spirituality, our faith, our bodies, how we can connect with our own personal beauty, all of that stuff. I have a lot of content about that on my channel, but just today, start by writing down some things that bring you warmth and then go out and accomplish those things. My next piece of advice for being that feminine girl would be to work on confidence as a woman without depending on the influence or perspectives of other people. And insecurity is a major topic for many women, especially women as we are growing up. We tend to be kind of insecure as we're going from children and through puberty and teenagehood and all of that. I've dealt with insecurity in my life, but I know that a lot of women can struggle with looking to the opinions of others to inform them of their value. Whether that be other women, people online, or men, sometimes we can get swept up too much in the opinions of others and look to others to tell us how much we're valued. And sometimes it can cause us to do pretty weird behavior that's just not us or not it. And so as you work on becoming that feminine girl, you're going to need to work on your confidence. And that does, I think, honestly start by severing the dependence you have on the opinions of others. And so I don't think it's particularly healthy to not care an iota what other people think, because I think it's important to know what's appropriate socially. I think it's important to know when we are hurting other people or to how to have good social interactions and positive relationships. But I also think there's an insidious side of caring what people think, and a lot of us can fall into caring too much what people think, especially too much what men might think. And so I would really encourage you to be honest with yourself. To be honest with yourself when you're getting ready for the day. You know, are you getting dressed with a particular person in mind? Are you presenting yourself in a way to get a certain reaction out of other people? Are you just trying to fit in? do you essentially care too much what other people think? Because that is definitely going to stand in the way of you totally embracing confidence and growing up into that elegant, feminine woman that you so desire. I'm assuming, because you're on Femininity Level Up YouTube right now. There's a lot of advice out there about how to stop caring what others think, but I really don't think it's something that you can just turn off overnight. I think it's a lifelong journey, but it also comes from being secure in something. It can be really difficult to feel secure in yourself if you have broken familial relationships, especially with a father or a mother figure. And a way that I've overcome that in my life so I can still find confidence despite rejection has been through my faith and by growing in my relationship with the Lord, but also in my earthly relationships, in my friendships and my husband, and learning to find my value in the truth that I am made in the image of God. And then my next piece of advice, so we talked about internal warmth, but I also think external warmth is extremely important in giving off that feminine vibe. So the way we can do this is by bringing warmth to every area of our life. So going out of our way to bless others, going out of our way to make our environment beautiful and inviting and warm, nurturing our relationships, trying to laugh and connect with others. All of this is about bringing that warmth to your external world, because again, it's not enough to throw on a dress, a floral dress, and call it a day. It's not even enough to throw on a floral dress and be a nice person and call it a day. It's also about the actions you do in your life. And so I would really encourage you to think about ways that you can bless others with your talents, with your interests, and with your hobbies. For people like myself, where you have small children, it's kind of easy to get in touch with your warm, nurturing side because you're spending all day taking care of your children. But I would also include things like cleaning your home or going outside for a walk or a jog or whatever as nurturing that external warmth, because you're cleaning the things you own, you're taking care of your environment, and that is all a very nurturing and beautiful way to spend your time. And so again, a big part of being that feminine girl is about taking what's within you, that feminine nurturing character within you, and spreading it to others, and spreading it to your environment, spreading it to how you present yourself and what you wear, spreading it through your actions, and ultimately blessing yourself and blessing others. So I just really encourage you, as you're going down this feminine level up path, consider not just, being a nice person or doing your hair for the day, but think about the holistic entire picture of femininity, how it is the small things, seemingly small things, like blessing your hair with a silk pillowcase, all the way to the big things, nurturing your relationship with your children or your husband, or protecting your space online, or protecting your mental headspace with what type of news you consume or how frequently you consume the news. All of this contributes to bringing out your natural nurturing side, your nurturing femininity. So honestly, seek to spread the love, help others, nurture yourself, your body. All of this is going to help you level up to be that feminine girl. So thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in more of this kind of content, I have a myriad of videos about femininity and leveling up, so check out that playlist when you get a chance. And don't forget to like the video before you click off. It does help other women find our Level Up Feminine family. And in general, I hope you have a wonderfully blessed and silky week, my beautiful sisters.